Did y'all have the topics down yet? Have y'all written stuff?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
cool.
We're just waiting on Connor to stop stuffing his fucking
Yeah,
face.
stop eating, bitch. That dumb gay bitch.
You sound like either Trey Parker or Matt Stone. I don't know which one. So Ben, should I talk like this the entire time?
No, you shall not.
Sensually into the mic.
Dalton,
I
I will punch you in the dick.
I will love it. Punch me in the dick, Benji.
What this? Jesus Christ.
I'm not even drunk. This is just me today. I'm just in a good mood.
Alright, let me, Alright, Dalton, you said you wanted to introduce this one?
Yes.
Alright, let me do the sound check thing here real quick. Fuck it. Tits. Tits. Okay.
Titties!
Titties on balls and titties with balls for nipples and balls with nipples on the end of them like titties.
Dalton, do you want me to assassinate you?
Turning on my ear real quick. Start.
Wait, I gotta say your name. Whatever. How am I gonna start if he's fucking singing?
In the pot. There's
I know you
nothing
think
I
about
can
it.
do.
How am I supposed to start when you're fucking singing?
Total eclipse of the boner.
Sure.
Anyway,
Sure.
hello everyone. This is Memento Morons. We are here in June 2nd. It is commonly known as Pride Month because apparently everybody's got to look at them. And it's also known as Men's Health Awareness Month.
Yeah.
Bringing a...
But only
Sorry,
the
what,
gay men.
Nope,
Only Gay Men's Health Awareness Month. That's all it is. We're narrowing it down and making it even more gender specific.
See, what we have to think about is prolapse anuses.
Yeah, just sprinkle some nut on it and felch it
Anyway.
out.
It talks about how awareness for prostate cancer, testicular cancer, and suicide, which males are the highest percentage to commit suicide, which I'm pretty sure most men I've known have either tried or thought about it at least.
Can't
That's all I
I think
think.
everyone really kind of thought about it.
Yeah, that's
But
all I think about.
I want to take a bath with a toaster. Anyway, we are Memento Morons. I care deeply for the health and awareness of all of my fellow males. Women be damned.
Okay.
But if you're a woman listener, then congratulations. I'm glad you're here, and I
Yeah,
applaud
you're
you.
damned. Dalton just damned you.
I
Dalton.
damned you. What?
Dalton, move the mic over to the side. No! Don't move
What?
your face towards the fucking mic, you fucking faggot! Fuck no!
I'm not a faggot, Ben.
What?
Ben needs to stop
God
projecting.
damn it, Connor!
Anyway,
Oh my
he likes
God.
deep-throating black balls.
Why? You can't even get it in there. Yeah. That's half the fun, though. It's like a chipmunk trying to put too much nuts in.
I guess Ben would have some.
What? Hold it.
We've already broken down. I'm a great host. Anyway, we are on episode 75. We're making it, boys. We got I don't know math, 25 more to 100, which is cool.
Fuck yeah.
And hopefully we can finally do an in-person one.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Well, don't be sick. Be a man.
Yeah,
How do I
don't-
just not get sick?
You just don't. Just be
have you
like
ever
me.
just-
don't
yeah.
get sick.
Have you just tried not getting sick?
Yeah, have you ever looked at yourself in the mirror and said, "Don't be sick, Connor"? At the end of the day, you'll be great. You won't
Thanks,
shit your
man.
pants. It's fantastic.
Yeah, just stop being sick and start being awesome.
Yeah,
Be like,
right.
be like James Woods and be introduced to Mr. Pukey. Get rid of all the bad stuff.
Ben, he was doing that himself. He didn't need his own help puking up his guts.
You never know.
Our topics for today, which is a plethora of weird ones.
Are we not
Rant about-
introduced? Sorry, are we not introducing ourselves?
Oh shit.
Yeah. Well, we
Oh,
get off
shit.
track immediately.
Yeah. Honor, being sick.
What do you want from me?
I
Like
told you.
$4. I need like $4.
I told you. We made fun of Ben
Oh
enough.
fuck!
We made fun of Ben enough. It's time to make fun of everybody else. No one is safe for me anymore. Well, today we got Bill.
God damn.
We got Beef Pilgrim. Matt Woodea.
That's like awesome me, the beef pilgrim.
And then- After him, we have Ben, whose mom I want to bang.
Fuck you. You're gonna drive me to drink.
I'm gonna be your new daddy
Oh,
boy.
Alright,
Following
there
that,
as well.
we got the man, the myth, the hoser, Mr. Connor.
I was shitting and puking last week.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was. And
It
then following
hurt.
up the roster is the last and certainly the least, me, Dalton, who has lost 40 pounds or some shit in the past 3 months.
Hooray!
Yes.
I feel fucking great, honestly. I feel like I can fit into clothes I haven't been able to wear. It's
You
fantastic.
should.
This is perfect timing for men's health awareness, too, so call for that shit. Anyway, our topics is Connor so carelessly fucking tried to push in front of our shit earlier.
Yeah, what the hell's wrong with you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
what the fuck, Connor?
We will talk about rants about fortune tellers and psychics in the modern era, which I'm going to go with the frauds. Right, Ben?
Yes.
They're
Then
frogs?
Yes, frogs. They're gay.
Wow.
They're turning the water gay.
gay.
And then we have weird and dangerous performance artists. I have no idea about this. I may just let Matt talk on that one.
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
I'll get into it later. I only knew a couple, but now I'm looking at some more.
It's not for the lack of trying anyway. Then we have, if you could have two of one appendage, which ones would it be and why? And last but not least, I'm tired of people self-diagnosing themselves. I know I said it really weird in the fucking thing, or nobody else can see that but us.
Fuck yeah.
So I say that, but however, we could just share a screen, but please don't do that. Anyway, we shall talk about Ben's absolutely absurd ass thing that he wanted to talk about, a fortune teller.
Dude. I'm fucking... It's all
You're
the
fucking-
Motherfucker.
You're fucking what?
His
know
hand,
what?
because he's lonely.
Ah!
God
There's
damn it.
3 lonely guys in here. There's only 1 married dude.
Yeah, and she's gone, so now I'm lonely. What's up, boys? High five!
Hold on.
Oh, shit.
Come over here and kiss me on my hot mouth, Matthew. I'm feeling romantical.
Was that from Let's Go to Jail? Let's Go to Prison?
Haunted House 2.
Oh yeah,
It
right.
was the wrestler Mark Henry with this
Yeah.
white dude, and then like the next scene, it's just him with 4 dudes, and he literally
Yeah.
says, "Dirty the snow." I'm like, aw.
Yeah, nah.
Please tell me you're here just to kill me and put me out of my misery. That you're not here to read me. But yeah,
Anyway, Ben, fucking fortune tellers.
So, my whole thing, it stems from some people that I know that are fortune telling and astrology enthusiasts.
As a Norse pagan Wiccan, that's fucking hilarious to me for some reason.
Yeah.
I
So,
don't believe in that shit.
no, dude. So, they base the entirety of their life's decisions off of the fucking bullshit that's spouted from somebody who doesn't know them from... Sorry. Who doesn't know them from, you know, a hole in the fucking ground. And also a random ass cluster of fucking stars that if you squint a bit and bludgeon yourself with a hammer a couple of times, you might see an animal before you collapse from massive blood loss.
that we know of.
So, and I'm just like, okay, how many times does this shit have to be debunked
That we know of.
in the fucking modern era? You got...
That
Just to argue here, Ben, is as a Sagittarius, you are naturally skeptical.
And as
That's
somebody
such a
who,
Leo thing to say, Dalton.
God
My
damn-
God.
you know what?
Thanks.
I'm an asparagus. Fuck you.
I don't even know what Matt is. I really don't.
I'm an asshole.
He is what he eats.
No, I'm an Aries straight up. I don't know what that means, but I know God of War beat the shit out of me.
Old devil's potty.
Well, devil's patati Mulan. So don't run into a coworker named Kratos, and you're all right.
Actually, there was an actual Kratos in mythology, but his name was Kratos, and he was a champion of Zeus.
That actually
Probably
sounds like
where they got
Kratos.
it from.
No, his name is actually Kratos.
Yeah.
Oh
you
my
swap-
God! It's still. We're not getting into God of War video game right now. Continue
Yeah,
with your
no.
fake fucking psychics.
But yeah, no, dude. Like, people will tell me this shit. It's not just one person. There's a couple of people, but they're just like, you know what? I'm gonna hold off on this until this certain time because I was told that somebody's gonna be coming into my life from here to then, and then all this bullshit. And I'm just like, and what factual basis is this based off of?
It's not factual though. That's the point. It's someone just. That's why a lot of it's done with cold reading, or you just give general assumptions and general
It's-
ideas.
Yeah,
It
it's
works
all
for some
general.
people. Some people just want someone to give them a general idea. The same thing with faith, man. Like, if this is the same thing when people like, well, how do you even fucking believe? Where's the facts? Like, it's what faith is, man. I don't need facts to have a belief.
That's well. See,
I don't need
I-
faith because I've met her in person. So, well, in
I
soul,
draw-
I guess.
nice. I draw a line between faith on one side and people that fucking do psychic predictions and bullshit on the other side, because with faith there is still an element of yourself with it. You do your own deductive reasoning. You're basically teetering on one of two things, so to speak. Like, let's just say for the sake of argument, you want to do Randall's, or you got to sell insurance. And so you're just like, oh dear God, give me a sign. And then something fucking happens, and then you take the freaking jump, right?
Still
That's
jumping.
Yeah, you're still jumping. You're still hanging in the air, but you're good. You're alive. That's fine. But that's faith. However, contrast that with the statements made by another individual who doesn't know shit.
That we know of.
It's just
He's
No.
allowed to say that.
We
Yeah,
don't.
I mean,
I'm not
There
saying
are-
I'm not saying the possibility's high. I'm not saying that there's actually a fortune teller at San Angelo. I'm not saying if I go there now, she's definitely going to give me the facts because she knows it because she's all knowing. But we don't know.
she
about
also could
that
be
yet fully.
very good at, because predicting itself is not necessarily always an exact science for all these reasons. That's just like faith is. But when it comes down to it, it's like if you can kind of know somebody enough, you can kind of know what they're going to do in a situation.
Absolutely.
You can kind of generalize like
They're just-
what somebody's future can tell.
They just get good at reading people.
This reminds me a bit of when I brought up about the whole hypnotism, not hypnotism thing, on how it's less of forcing someone into trance, like, oh, you're getting sleepy, and more of just forcing them into the
It's
mindset that's
It's
beneficial
power of
to them.
suggestion. Power of suggestion. That's
Yes.
exactly what it is.
But I mean, if
Although-
you're gonna,
Now-
Like, hypnotism can still be a thing. Maybe not every single one, but it's a way to it does put you in a trance. Same thing with like people on drugs. Like, you become susceptible to this constant thing where you let your mind go. I see it as like magic on it, like black magic. You're put in a spell, a trance. Because I think there was that movie K-Pax, and I only remember kind of seeing it once when I was younger, but they were working with hypnotism. And I was so young at that time when, like, I was getting hypnotized through the hypnotist in the thing. Like, I felt it, like wake up, like, what are you fucking? Then I became a chicken. Going, no,
maybe maybe it just works with certain mindsets because
sorry, Ben, I had to.
do it one more time, real quick.
God damn it.
Bet.
I do have something to say about the hypnotism, though, that I just remembered, and it does have to do with a movie that Matt will know, I think. Candyman. The old one, not the new one. Because
The new one's great. It just builds on the old ones as well.
No, yeah, I know. I'm just saying. But with the original, it was actually mentioned in behind the scenes and all that commentary stuff that they did actually use a hypnotist for the protagonist. For she would have to act a certain way whenever Candyman showed up. She'd become flushed in the face, a little dizzy. And the thing is, she actually mentioned, and even the director mentioned at one point, she legit had an episode because of all that hypnotizing stuff. And that was the last time they did the whole thing with her.
See, because even if it's fake, but if you're doing it enough, it's going to... Like, what was it? Bob Hoskins from Who Framed Roger Rabbit. He was interacting with fake cartoons so long that even after it was done, he was talking to invisible fucking cartoons. Because he put his mind there so much that that's what he was seeing. He needed, like, time away.
Well, I mean, it's the same thing as Heath Ledger. It's called method acting.
I was about to say that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's you can trick your mind into shit, like mass suggestion. Like when everyone in an area, like one person has an illness, and then everyone else starts to randomly have the same symptoms, even if they present in a physical symptom, like in house.
What's
like
the word I'm looking for?
Physical. It's
Yeah, it's like mass hysteria.
It said something similar.
The dancing fever.
Yeah, that as well, man. People would literally dance themselves to death.
Power of suggestion is very powerful. That's why advertising really does work. I don't like advertising, but it works.
You can't get away from it.
No, it's they want to put billboards in the damn sky.
You want to know how well I know advertising works? We rented the fucking Angry Birds movie, which I've never played, but we just rented it. Before the movie was over, I was like, God damn it, it worked! You son of a bitch!
This is what I was trying to say, because like maybe my mindset is just different because none of that bullshit, none of the advertisements or anything.
You think that maybe not all the generic in your face stuff, but like you're not influenced by all the fucking ads that still you. I mean, it's more catered to you and your searches and stuff. But look at this new graphics card. Like, why do you care about that one now? Because it's the new one on the market. Because it's better. It's brighter. It's colorful. You're not better than us, nigga.
No, dude.
Look at that shit. Look at how he's like, damn it.
No, hold up.
Look at this new Cessna, Ben. Look at it.
You know what that says? This fucking bitching. Let me add it.
If I might interrupt for the mass hysteria thing we mentioned. Ben, you and I actually know of a few other cases considering salmonella. The one I pulled up was about the nuns in a secluded convent in France who were meowing.
Yes.
Hey, nuns, can we talk to you about the meow? Okay, great. We've been asked to beat the shit out of you with whips if you don't stop fucking around.
As you know, they will have none of that.
Meow!
What, are you gonna go get a nun now? What the fuck?
It's too late. You bought the boom and you paid with a hand grenade, bitch.
It's your cat's too black to even see, other than its eyes.
He's an unlocked character.
No, it's a locked character.
Unlocked character, yeah. By the way, in the group chat, I sent the picture of little baby cats I meant to send earlier. They were like underneath the truck as I drove in.
You drove over little kittens in a truck?
Yes.
Actually, Dalton's dad did that one time.
But
It happens. They're fucking there's cats. They're everywhere.
But no, dude. Like I'm thinking of shit like. I'm thinking of shit like the people that fucking swindle other people out of fucking money and just
they're fucking grifters.
Tell them bullshit.
They're called salesmen.
They go to the 8th circle of hell.
Dude, there's actually there's actually a relatively famous one that even had his own special on Sci-Fi. Any one of y'all remember Crossing Over with John Edward?
Yes, John Edwards is the dude. He won the biggest douche award in the fucking South Park episode.
Yeah,
because Stan started like, oh, it's colder, the money. Don't worry about the money. Something with a J, P, L, K. K, it was K. You have someone with a K in your name. They said, don't worry, they love you. And like, my dad, Kenneth, said he loved me and he did give me money.
Baby. So he put
Hey, Ben? I will then also call out some like Joel Osteen and those big mega churches.
The same.
dude,
The same fucking shit, man. Like, it's
Dude.
the same shit. Like, they swindle people, and that dude has a fucking yacht. He wouldn't even
Dude.
let people in the church when Houston was flooded. He's a piece of shit, and he's a blight on the name of Christian.
Dude, both of us, Matt and myself, both, we can both definitely say fuck Joel Osteen with a
Yeah, like
rusted
Kenneth
goddamn
Copeland, all of them, man. Like any giant mega church usually had abandoned their ways of God. I mean, they said the road to hell is paved with good intentions. I guarantee you, they all started out super happy and like trying to get the Lord's word out. But along, they become influenced by the money, by the fame, by everything that comes with it. Where it's just selling at this point. They don't pray about preaching to people. They just like, all right, I'm gonna pull fucking an application too, and I'm just gonna read this off since I know it like the back of my hand. And then like they don't give a shit about your problems. I mean, if you go there and you feel better, that's great. You know, it works for a lot of people. But what I've learned when I've gone to churches where it's like you can tell when the Holy Spirit is involved and when it's not. When you meet an actual Christian, they are the nicest fucking people. They don't care what you look like. They're just happy you're there. They want to preach you the word of God. When they're trying to get shit out of you and for themselves, then you can like it's easy to sense, man. There will be false prophets, and there's plenty of them nowadays.
And
Because it's easy. It's easy
not
to be a
to
false
mention-
prophet.
not to mention those motherfuckers, whenever you actually give them a test of character, chances are they'll fucking fail. Perfect example, Hurricane Harvey 2017. Joel Osteen's mega church was not flooded. People were trying to fucking seek refuge after their houses were literally floating away. And he fucking locked the doors and he was like, "Oh no, it's because we have flood damage." No, that was an absolute fucking lie. And he was
chilling on
caught.
his yacht.
He was caught in a lie on national television. And yet people still flock to his fucking ass. And I'm just like, how much of a fucking brain dead dipshit do you have to be to realize this fucker's not genuine?
Organized religion is very susceptible to brainwashing.
The word religion itself is divisible.
Yeah.
Faith should be everywhere. Religion is when you take the faith and you skew it to your own viewpoints and stuff instead of just what Connor? What?
Well, finish your thing. I didn't want to.
No, and just like you've had your hand up for a minute, so
I know, but I didn't want to.
So I'm not. I don't ever shut up. You might as well just butt in.
Matt
Okay.
does just keep talking.
Okay. First thing I was gonna say, because he does say there are false prophets, and you can tell if the Holy Spirit is not involved. Do you know when there's a time when the Holy Spirit is always involved?
In the bedroom.
With Ben's mom.
Thank you,
Because she's always praising God.
Your mom does praise God quite often.
Fuck you! Shut the fuck up.
Anyway, black churches. I swear, black choirs and just black preachers, the best.
Churches.
I give you the name of the Lord and
It's
the Holy
because-
Spirit.
They're excited about it. You go in there, everyone's
They're
super inviting.
jazzed.
Everything, you know. That's why I hated a lot of churches when I was little because it's boring. They're just and then on the 7th, like, dude, I need you to excite me.
I need fucking Al Roker or some black named preacher
Al
to come out and just be like,
Al Roker's a freaking like news anchor.
I know. I was just saying a name. I'm sorry.
But yes,
be
black
fair-
churches absolutely. They're fired up for the
Like,
Lord. Like I
I've-
said, it's
I've-
fun to go there.
I've never heard of a fraudulent black preacher.
Connor needs a.
No, they're out there.
I'm sure there are. I'm just saying. Never seen one.
Connor needs an ordained Steve Harvey.
No,
There you go.
no.
I love Steve. Steve Harvey's fucking hilarious, bro.
I do not like Steve Harvey.
He's all right. I don't hate him.
There's a lot of things that I disagree. I disagree with a lot of people, but I disagree with some.
Steve Harvey is the black Dr. Phil.
Yes.
Dr. Phil is a fraud.
Yeah, he's not even a doctor.
Yeah,
No.
he lost his doctorate because of fraudulent practices. He's
Yes.
a fraud.
My favorite episode of Dr. Phil was when he said, "You're ugly, you're disgusting, I'm gonna kill you, give me $200."
God damn.
The best, well, he was quoting it from a dude who was apparently beating his ex, and the best part is after he read it off, the dude he was talking to, you could see him doing this. Laughing about it.
Dude, no, the best episode is when he was talking about bum fights. And he was like, oh, this is terrible. And then, like, when it cuts out and you see the dude who created bum fights shaved his head, dressed just like Dr. Phil, and he's like, you know what? Never, I'm not. You can just leave. He's like, you're not going to talk to me? That's bullshit. You bring people up here and you exploit them. I pay them at least a little bit. Like, don't fucking kick me off your show. You're not better than me.
I watched a documentary about that shit.
That was
Dude,
hilarious.
It was fucking awesome. But hell, more to Connor's point though, black churches definitely do keep the energy. I've actually been to a black funeral, and the energy was even there. Like, granted, it was
That
fucking,
sounds like an emo song band name.
I've been to Black's funeral. I've seen them like 3 times. They didn't even play anything off their original album.
It starts on an E instead of a G.
You know
Dude,
what? They already made White Wedding. We need to make Black Funeral.
Most funeral, there's Electric Funeral from Black Sabbath.
There you go.
That's close.
Like, the only funeral I've been to that was like great was my grandmother's. Cause like, dude, that everyone was rejoicing. We were mourning, but everyone was like happy and praising that, like,
Dude,
she got out of that broken body. She went up. She got to meet her Lord and Savior, man. I've never felt closer to my grandma until she died, which is strange to say, but like,
Yeah, man, fuck your ex-wife.
I was about to say, dude, I am
Dumb
still.
fucking fat cunt, bitch, motherfucker.
We are
That's
literally
not-
going to have a black, like, preaching
Okay.
party when she dies. Like, we're gonna have everyone cast her into the abyss where she belongs.
I was just gonna say, dude, I'm
It's gonna
still.
be like, and say, we'll come up, my dog, I don't want her here. She's too fucking nasty. Can we offer her to someone else?
yeah, when she goes to the pearly gates, you're gonna have homeboy like, it's a no for me, dog.
My fucking list of regrets
Regrets.
is my fucking list of regrets is very few and far between, but one of those in big bold print, italicized and underlined, is missing your grandma's funeral because of her. I fucking hate that shit.
See, and that's resentment that's like runs deep.
It does.
That
It
shit,
does.
like, I don't care. Fuck you if you're not going. I'm going. Like, that's a perfect Reddit story too, where everyone be like, not the asshole.
Yeah. I'm about 5
Am I the
seconds away
asshole
from-
for missing my best friend's grandma's funeral because of my, at the time, wife was being a cunt?
Yeah.
I can't take care of myself.
Oh, that's the first time you chose me over everybody else. Meh. But anyways.
You chose her a lot
I-
over everybody else. I call her and be like, hey man, I can't talk, Alicia.
Hey, yo. I got another point to add about the whole fraudulent behavior in fortune tellers.
What's up?
The people who talk about the chakra and stuff, I'm not saying all of them are bad. Hell, I watch ASMR videos of some of them
Are you
doing
talking
it.
about chakras?
Yes, but
The spiritual embodiment of our entire
yes, but
soul?
Let him
No,
finish this,
no.
because I got.
I
let
just
him
had to make
cook.
sure that's what he was
Let him
talking about.
cook. Let him cook.
I had to make sure that's what he's talking about.
Anyway,
He said
it was
chakras.
kind of a weird mix because my dad, biological, was in California where he did weed. Wanted to kick him in the dick for it because of how
He did weed. You so don't know how to do
Well,
weed.
He did a
Well,
weed.
He
Okay.
did like 30 weed.
What I mean is the fact that after I smoked weed with you and Dalton, I got in mega trouble for it, and my dad basically gave me the whole drugs are bad speech, and he even added, if you do it again, I'll break your spine over my knee. And I'm like, oh, okay.
I
And then
ain't even
he's
gonna
like,
fill the
"Oh, I
too
did
hot
weed."
on weed.
Real
Yeah, and then
quick,
he's like-
just to my family listening, yes, that I did try pot with these guys before.
Oh,
Yeah, it was great. That was a fun
They
night.
didn't
That was
even know.
that was
I
a
know,
super
but
fun
still,
night.
just it's not a big deal anymore. If anyone's like, "Oh my god, you did weed," I'm just be like,
Anyway,
"Would you prefer
we're
I
not-
say something worse, like I did meth?"
Like,
Anyway,
hey, I've done a pot once or twice.
hey,
Anyway,
Matt
I've
did a
done,
meth.
So-
I've done like 30 pots.
He did like 2 meths.
my dada, whatever you want to call him, said he met a fortune teller in California who dealt with chakra stuff, and the whole time he basically played her instead in a way. Like, he went along with everything she said, but sat there the whole time, was just like, it is just mega bullshit. I was just bored, and I was just like, kind of a dick move, but okay.
I mean, yeah,
I
call
gotta
them out
go-
on their shit.
I gotta go super spiritual. Now that fortune teller, yes.
Oh,
But
no.
with
I believe you,
chakras
Dalton.
themselves, like that
Me-
shit.
Yeah, even me as a Christian, it doesn't talk about chakras,
doesn't
but
necessarily
it's
have to
it's,
say no to that too.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's too in tune. There's literally points in your body that are just naturally in tune with certain aspects of your thoughts and patterns and mannerisms. Like,
If I
you-
push this point, I'm going to go make more food.
No,
I'll be
but
back.
the thing is
No.
with the chakras themselves, like your mind can really fuck your body up bad. If you hold resentment to stuff, it can mess you up. If it holds guilt, if you hold like
absolutely,
hatred, like that stuff messes your body and your soul
it blocks
apart.
your flow for love, man.
Because I was working at Abacus and I was driving around and I was by myself for hours, and I was in my head, and I was in my head pretty dark. And then one day I just started kind of realizing kind of where I was with my resentment, my anger, my guilt, my all the shit. And then I started to kind of just work through it and internalize it, and it felt like a click, like everything just kind of like clicked into place.
Yeah.
Like each different one. And the mind one is the hardest one to really like.
It's because it's a hurdle you've made for yourself that like you're the only one that can overdo. It's same thing with people getting sober. You can't make someone get clean unless they want to. You can put them in rehab and they'll go through it and not do drugs, but as soon as they get out, they're gonna do drugs again because like you're your biggest hurdle, man. Especially for me, there's still shit I do, but like
You better not.
honestly, all I do is drink now. Like, even when I smoke, it's like, I used to smoke nonstop for fucking way over 10 years, and then I quit for like the couple weeks to get a new job. And then now when I smoke, I get like super anxious. So it's like, I barely even do that anymore. But I still don't mind it. Like, I ain't getting on to people that do. I've been in addiction, so I know if it becomes something that like, you know, I'm not gonna judge you. I don't give a shit. You got problems. You're trying to deal with them. I'll try to give you advice, and it definitely ain't gonna be go to a psychic.
People only want advice when they're actively seeking for it. I've noticed that.
Or they want the advice to be tailored to what they want to hear.
More
Yeah.
so that.
I just tell people
absolutely.
what I believe, honestly. But this is something Connor may find interesting. When the crown chakra is unbalanced, one might suffer from headaches, depression, or insomnia. Emotional imbalance related to the crown chakra might include arrogance, pride, hallucinations, or melancholy.
Okay, I don't deal with arrogance, pride, or I deal with melancholy.
I mean, it's one of those things that you have something that's blocking your chakras that's causing your problem.
I'm not sure what all you are repressing or whatever you have locked deep down, but once you
Untold
act,
amounts of fear, anxiety.
see, but that right there,
Nerves.
that is a
Why do
mental,
you have fear
that is a
and
mental
anxiety?
block, man. I know it.
Future.
See, but even then, that's just worrying about shit that hasn't happened yet. Once you figure out how to kind of unburden yourself from worrying about shit that ain't even here yet, that's why, you know, I hate to quote fucking Kung Fu Panda, but, you know, the past is the history, the future is a mystery, today is the present. That's why it's called a gift. That's never been more true than forever.
Today's a gift, that's why it's called the present.
See,
Boom.
look at you.
There
You
you
know
go.
it better than me. So now
I
if
know
you
that
just
quote because I love Master Your Way. He's fucking awesome.
But if you apply that to your life and try to not focus on this shit and just you living with your cats, playing your game, whatever, once you do tap into how to unclog all of that negativity and oppression that you've built for yourself, you will naturally start healing. You gotta have a cleaner mind in order to have a cleaner and better body. It goes hand in hand.
Go from the bottom and start up. From basically, you start from the first chakra, which is the red one, and go all the
Yeah,
way
it
up.
starts from down
No
here,
problem
man.
with that. Yeah, it starts in the root of basically your genitals, which is like the birth of life, where life comes from.
Dick
yes,
root.
you laugh, but yes, but it goes through and it goes all the way through your body, and you look at all your problems, you look at everything that's going on and everything that's gone on in your life, and you got to focus a lot on your past because your past makes you who you are, and you also got to overcome the bullshit that you've went through, or you've got to stop blaming yourself for things that wasn't your fault.
Yep.
And if you can't get past the chakras, you can at least get past the chacaron, macaron,
I was also gonna say Ben could also stop blaming himself for things that aren't his fault.
Yeah, because we'll blame you for you. We got you, bro. You piece
we
of
got
shit.
you, bud.
You can do it to me too.
I have a lot of self-destructive tendencies. I know, and
You need to work through your chakras too, buddy.
You know, you say that, but I'm sure there are weird and dangerous performance artists who have hard. I quit.
You can't transition.
I like how you were trying to transition, but I also feel like you were trying to reflect. Like you're trying to deflect.
Yes and no.
You
Yes,
were trying
please.
to deflect.
Well, I didn't know if we were done with the topic or not.
No, no, this is an intervention, bud. We're doing this. It's
Fuck
time that you and all of us kind of just come to grips with our bullshit and our traumas and realize that they're just things that happened. Life happens, no matter where you are. It doesn't matter what's going on.
I will never let go of my dumbass trying to do shiny teeth in me in 5th grade and making an embarrassment of myself.
Now,
Who cares? It's in 5th grade. Who the fuck do you think remembers it besides you?
I know.
Dude, I don't even remember before 26. Like
My boss, we have meetings, multiple meetings a week, but I've never heard this saying before because we had a Memorial Day on Monday, and I mean, he's like, you can take off if you want, but like, he said choose your hard, which I've never heard before, and he's like, you know what's hard? Working on a holiday, putting in a couple extra hours. That's hard. You know what else is hard? Looking for a new job and having to restart every 6 fucking months. You know what else is hard? Maintaining a good family. Maintaining, a happy wife, happy kid. You know what else is hard? Being fucking alone. Fucking ruining relationships. So choose your hard. Life's fucking hard regardless what you do. So you might as well pick the harder one that will make you better for your future and benefit.
Yeah.
Yes, Connor.
Happiness is to be fought for.
Yes.
Yeah. But
So,
you look
remember
like
that-
you gave up on the fight a long time ago, my nigga. That's
You
why we're
gotta
trying to
get-
help. I know I talk shit a lot to everybody, but it's because I love you. Y'all understand everything I say comes from love and just trying to make laughs, because even if I'm dying, I'm going to be like, what's up?
Dude, you made a joke as soon immediately after you were playing Hallelujah at your grandma's funeral.
Yeah, nobody laughed. The
We
entire
did.
church.
Me and
was like
Connor,
that.
we giggled. What were you saying, Connor?
I was just gonna say, Ben, that thing I mentioned about the Doom mob, that's where I got the quote from. Because
Yeah.
the guy struggled while making that map. He left it in there at one point and said, happiness is to be fought for. And I was like,
If every time I hear the thing, are you a liver or a fighter, you have to be both. You have to fight for what you love. You can't just give up and allow things. Ben fought. Ben fucking fought, dude. He put his goddamn life, his friends, his family, everything on the fucking line for that shit. And that's what happened. But he fought for it because he's a fucking fighter. And that's what you do in love. You fight and fight until there's no fight left. And then you have to just compromise. But she's not doing that. She's continuing to fight. She's caught. But in love, you have to give all. You can't just give part of yourself. Like, if I was to fall in love, it was one of those that my love is... I love all of my friends, my family, all of you equally. Like, you're all my brothers to me. The girls that I had crushes on ended up becoming my sisters. My cousins who are like my sisters and all that shit. Fuck you for that, Connor. Anyway, it's just one of those things that I like that, Connor. Like I grew up with them, but anyway.
well, technically you did make out with a cousin.
She was a third cousin.
And he didn't know at the time.
Yeah, but it's just, dude. There's a good chance that
Oedipus didn't know he was fucking his mom either.
Yeah,
Actually-
well, you know what? I'm not gonna feel as bad as Oedipus did because I ain't no bitch. I know it happens because there's so many of my family that
Are you at least-
I'm pretty sure I've probably done a lot more stuff. I don't know how to say his name.
Are you at least gonna stab your eyes out?
No. Eat your heart out, Catherine. But it's just, you have to give all, and if you don't give all into love, then you're not in love. And that's the truth there. Because, dude, Matt's wife is the realest. 100%. Most women nowadays would have fucking left his ass.
Oh, absolutely, 110%.
But she stuck with you. She fucking fought, dude. She was like, you know what? I'm mad. I'm angry. Blah blah blah. But she stayed, and you guys have worked it out. You guys are doing great. I mean, I'm not gonna say you're
even
doing
when
like
that shit happened,
but...
and I finally admitted, you know, I was on these hard drugs and everything, and she couldn't even say anything. And she's like, "What do you want me to do?" I was like, "I mean, aren't you supposed to kick me out by now? Like, I assumed I'd be on the street." She's like, "No, like, why would I do that?" Which was like, what the? It was insane.
That is love. That 100%. That's love right there. And you guys have something that most people don't.
Better eat her booty extra special tonight, boy.
Dude, I eat that bitch's booty all day long.
Connor's jokes aside, dude, you have something that a lot of us have fought for and not discovered yet. So that's some. That's some.
I'm more than blessed. The Lord looks out for His people.
Hearted wife.
She big bootied and big booby too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
But no, Connor. With all due respect.
No due respect.
I'm trying to be respectful with this because I know I have a pretty good synopsis of how he feels. Because
and my brother in Christ, you were mean to me yesterday about getting a shot in my ass.
Yeah, so? Boo-hoo, motherfucker.
We're allowed to. We're your friends.
I didn't know you got a giant penicillin shot in your ass.
Dude, we're your brothers.
It's military. I got one in my ass. It made me fall down and hallucinate that the wall was crawling.
Let's not talk about what I had in my ass.
He had a priest.
I mean, we did have a good weekend, didn't we? That's why you went to sleep. He's like, man, a Serbian film really got my motor running.
I died. It was great. Like Matt killed me with a machete. My God, just won't let me die though.
It made him want to hold it. It made him want to hold his cock hostage as he jumped out a window.
But I get you. I do.
Yeah, it made him want to watch weird and dangerous performance artists.
But no, Connor. The last fucking thing I'll say about it. With the
I keep trying to transition to.
I know, but I've been wanting
2023.
to say this.
You can transition.
I've been wanting to say this for a minute. With the right motivation, a blade of grass can go through reinforced concrete like nothing else.
Have you seen a weed? Jesus.
So
that has.
Find that inspiration, find that motivation, get your shit together, get moving, and turn all that potential energy into some kinetic shit. Because you know what? You can do shit with kinetic energy. Potential is wasted energy. Fuck that.
Well, okay.
Fuck that shit.
I mean, potential energy can be turned into kinetic energy.
That's what he's saying. Turn your potential energy into kinetic.
It's been potential for way too fucking long. You've been teetering on that fucking precipice for way too fucking long. Dude, start rolling.
You have potential. I don't make friends with idiots. Like, I make friends with morons, dumbasses, assholes, not idiots. Like, people who generally don't learn shit, I don't make friends with them. I don't make friends with people who don't want to do shit.
Okay,
You've got potential.
Yeah, potential to be a weird and dangerous performance artist. Once again, Jesus Christ.
You do have
Y'all weren't
potential.
fucking around with this intervention. Leave the kid alone. He's a miserable bastard.
Yes, but we're trying to make him non-miserable.
He's still a bastard.
He's still a bastard, dumb bastard, stupid bastard.
Bastard. His parents were together when he was born. Ben,
put the knife up! Put the knife up! Is it like on your desk like a letter opener?
Of course it is.
Yes, the mechanical pencil is stronger than the knife.
I actually used it to open a letter about an hour or two ago.
The dinosaur pin is stronger than the sword.
The dinosaur pin is stronger than the keyboard.
Amine. You might have to cut that out, Ben.
No, I'm not going to.
Amine.
Oh.
Oh, not
anime.
Wait.
No!
Wait, Matt, bring her back.
Dude.
Hinata-kun.
What's her name? I don't know what that one is.
Fujiko.
Fujiko-san.
That's a made-up name.
You know what?
No, it's not.
You know what? Fuck it. This is going on RedTube.
Fuck RedTube. RedTube's so old.
Camera-kun.
RedTube is the boomer of porn.
Yes!
Even Pornhub kind of is.
XNXX is a boomer.
Dude, no, y'all want the best, like,
That's the
Millennial.
SpankBang.com. SpankBang is where to go.
Spank
All the
Bang?
shit that got removed, yes, SpankBang. All the shit that got removed from fucking Pornhub is now on SpankBang.
I will be
Noted.
right back. I'm gonna use the restroom and also get another thing of food. So yeah,
Also,
continue.
I don't want, I hurry up.
Go.
Why are you eating again? You can't wait like 2 hours.
Okay, fine, I'll wait. Let me go pee at least. God damn.
You
All
can't
right,
wait
that's
to
the
die
main
like
problem.
all of us.
Pee in your mouth.
Yeah, just pee in your mouth like a weird performance artist.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey!
Christ, we've been trying to fucking convert over that for fucking 30 goddamn minutes.
Hey, man, we had a lot to say about.
I know I love Attack Connor Corner. It's like the funnest.
Well, that's
Maybe
not really
not as
Attack
fun as
Connor.
Attack Ben Corner, but still pretty fun.
Attack Ben Corner is pretty fun. I mean, his ex-wife did it like really well, though. She beat us at it.
Y'all say it's the most fun because I actually put up a fight.
You
I
just
mean,
can't.
I mean, if you call that fighting,
Yeah, you just literally.
I know
laughed the
Ben.
whole
I know
time.
Dalton called you a fighter, but he actually just said the word bitch wrong. No.
I know who is a good fighter.
Ryu
Shut the fuck up.
or whatever from
No,
Street Fighter?
Eddie Gordo on Tekken.
Yes, Eddie fucking Gordo,
Fuck
man.
yeah.
Tekken 3, you're gonna win.
Just
Ben's
smack the controller against your ass, and you'll be good.
That's a lot of ass to smack a controller against, Ben.
Bitch, that's a lot of
Why do you think I won so many times with Eddie?
of ass. Bitch, that's a lot. Bitch, that's a lot. Bitch, that's a lot of ass.
You can't piss without being questioned. All right, go ahead.
Okay, so I thought of this last night because I was watching on YouTube of some like weird artists. I actually the first one I want to talk about, Olivier de Sagazan. I put some of his stuff in the podcast talks if you want to see the kind of shit he does.
Yeah,
But,
I didn't really want to see that, but all right.
He
down.
started he
Where?
used to
Oh,
podcast talks. I saw like it was called like the Faces of Olivier or something. It's super strange and weird, but he used to do a lot of sculpting with clay and like hay and grass. And
No.
he was spending many months trying to put life into this one sculpture where he couldn't, so he got mad and he started putting all the clay on his face, and then he realized like I can be my own living sculptures. And he actually started in like the 90s, like the first video that came out, everyone thought it was like a dark web video, but he had all the clay on his face. He started poking holes in it and slicing it up, and like everyone thought it was crazy, but it was just his art. And to the point where he's made a career out of this for 20 years, just going around performing, rubbing clay all over his face, and like, you know, there would be like red blood inside of it as well. So it's super visceral, and you don't know what you're fucking looking at, and it's terrifying, but it's also like you can't look away. And
What's
like
the name again?
Olivier, Olivier Desagazan.
Okay.
Yeah, dude, he's got a bunch of weird shit, but like he just started being his own living sculptures where like he doesn't ever know what he's doing when he's doing it. He just kind of lets whatever flow through him, and he'll like make faces and bend shit and like rip it off and scream and moan. He talks about going into trances when he's doing it sometimes, where it's like, dude, it's insane, man. Like I remember seeing the very first video ever put out way back in the day, and then like I just watched a video last night of all the shit he's done since, where it's like it's terrifying, honestly. They couldn't even show half of it on YouTube because it's just too weird to look at.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of love what he's doing.
I do too. It's insane.
Ben's
Because like
really
he makes his own faces that aren't faces they shouldn't be, but he'll just pop eyes in, pull his mouth open, scream, like rub it all in his hair, fucking start shoving straw through it and make these weird face-like things.
Now, see, Connor, you say I'm losing it, but the fact of the matter is, this guy is showing a very in-depth sort of creativity that, as fucked up as it is, you know that this is you know that this shit's not copied. You know there's no method.
Yeah, there's
to the
no one
magic.
else doing that shit. I mean, there might be copies now, people trying to recreate it, but like he started doing this like living performance art where he's his own sculptures.
Yeah. Like, I mean, where the fuck would you get the inspiration? Conjoined Slipknot masks or some shit? Like, what the fuck?
Pretty much, man.
Society.
Hey! Yeah, that's true. But no,
Movie,
like, this
movie,
guy...
not actual society.
Like, I'm an appreciator of all things art. I might not be as well versed with it as Matt is because, well,
I'm even not. I like paintings when I see them. You know, I love art, but I can't tell you most artists or especially performance art. That's such a weird. You know, I just paint and draw, man. I can't tell you who did shit except for A Starry Night from not Leonardo da Vinci.
Van Gogh.
Vincent Van Gogh. Yeah, that's why I named my kid after him because of that painting.
That being said, we all know the unsung hero with regards to artists, and that's fucking David Romero. What's up?
Yeah, dude, without him, I wouldn't have tried to push myself to where he was at.
Yeah,
I was
exactly.
literally just like ripping off his stuff to try to like learn his techniques or do his drawing style to the point I kind of created my own based off of that.
Yeah, you find your own fucking groove, and now look at you, dude. You're one of the most accomplished fucking artists that I know personally, dude.
You know,
Like,
like
speaks
one
for like
artist.
12 people.
Well, no.
Yeah, I'm good at my craft now. Like I still give out free art when I can, but like I'm at the point people will pay me
Wait,
for
you
it, you know.
give free art?
On occasion when it's like holidays, not when
Oh,
I
wait.
don't have a job and lose all my money. I don't.
Oh wait,
Or-
I kind of paid you anyway in regards to that.
Yeah, it really fucking helped.
You're welcome.
This whole fucking process has been the devil stumbling me, making my shit postpone a week. Then I finally get there. Now I can't do this. Oh, now I get my fingerprints. Now that's going to take 3 extra days than it should. Then I finally get released on Thursday. Oh, now I fucking trip, break my phone Wednesday night. Oh, what are you going to do now? Like, it still works enough where I can get it on my fucking computer. We had just enough in our fucking bank account for me to order a like $50 phone.
Yeah.
So it's like, I know I'm on the right track because the closer you get to God, the more the devil attacks. And I've never been this consistently attacked in my life.
Yeah.
I know the devil. I listen to devil's music all the fucking time. So I know what his fucking tricks are.
Shouldn't
It
you
act-
know your enemy?
Absolutely.
It actually kind
No
of reminds
way.
me of a Slipknot song that would
The devil and I.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, because that dude pulls his face off, which kind of relates to that Olivier guy.
Yes, exactly.
I'm tracking. I'm on it.
See, this is why we work well together.
I feel like Ben just like compared devil and I and it's like that's it, and then Matt kept going and Ben's like yes.
No, I knew
actually-
exactly what he was talking about.
It makes me think of videos that I watch of this dude who like breaks down like biological stuff in games and movies, and then he's like, "This is what I think they were going for," and then I just picture the actual director's storyboards for them went, "Yes, definitely," and don't admit it was like, "We just made it."
Connor needs to watch more Ari Aster flicks.
No,
Dude, I was afraid comes out on the 16th, man. I can't wait.
By the way, dude, have you checked out Munchausen yet?
I haven't.
It's on YouTube. It is worth a watch. I
Nice.
fucking love it.
I mean, I watched
Is it
Strange
about-
Things about the Johnsons and I didn't love it, but I was like, why was this made?
Is Munchausen about a lady who keeps saying that she has
No,
Munchausen?
no.
That kids have problems?
No,
I mean, that is Munchausen and Munchausen by proxy, which is done way
I
too often.
am a surgeon.
Setting for the very first time.
I am a sturgeon.
That Olivier dude, that's where I saw that video of him last night. It kind of got me thinking. Then I actually went to some other videos. There was this one dude from Japan. His name's like Teshing Hizahi.
Yeah.
But anyway, his first performance art, he just jumped off a 2-story building and like snapped both his fucking ankles. He never gave a reason why, and then he ended up like immigrating over to New York City, where he didn't know shit about anything, and all of his performances, like for one, he put himself in isolation in a jail cell without being able to speak to anybody for an entire year. He would still have people come in there to like give him food, whatever. But I mean, public can go in and just look at him, but he wouldn't talk to anybody. And another one, everything he does is like he does it for a full year. The one that really kind of like stuck with me was every hour on the hour for an entire year, he would get up, clock in, take a picture in the same clothes. Every hour on the hour for an entire year. So he didn't hardly fucking sleep since he had to get up to take a picture, put on a shirt, boop. And there's like over 8,000 photographs of where you could see him. He shaved his head before it, so you see him every fucking hour on the hour over an entire year, slowly growing his hair out, just not sleeping. Like like, dude, that why would you do that to yourself? That doesn't pay anything. It doesn't. It's art. Like, it's like, Jesus Christ,
I feel
dude.
like that's a mental disorder.
Well,
Dude,
I mean, it could also be
Or
a hardcore extension of curiosity. What's up, Connor?
or it could be an entire different plane of reality he's in.
I mean, then for the next year, he decided to not go indoors at all. So not only being homeless, he sold all his shit, lived in the only time he did go indoors was involuntary when he got arrested for a vagrancy.
Ha.
And then he also did a whole year where he tied himself up to this other chick where they everything they did, they were tied up for an entire year. Just him and this other person. I mean, I'm sure they had a lot of fights and everything, but at the end they were so bonded as like friends.
Yeah.
And then he ended up, one of his years for his art piece, he decided to do no art, view no art, see no art. And then after that, the next couple years, all of his art he didn't show anybody and never has. No one's seen it since. So it's like, what the fuck is like going on in your fucking
sure?
head, bud?
Actually, I'm gonna go with Dalton. Maybe he's just insane.
Dude,
Well,
you gotta
I mean,
be. Your first piece is like, I'm gonna jump off this building. What?
Well,
Ow, my feet!
I'm gonna
Why'd
go out
you
on
do
a,
that? I have no reasons.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here.
Really? You?
Okay.
I know, right?
Where's the limb?
Creative mindsets tend to be closer to insanity than those who aren't exactly as creative. Like the more obscure you become, the closer towards insanity you are, because at that point in time, they're basically one and the same at their natural junction.
Genius and madness are the same side, or two sides of the same coin.
I mean, think about it like this: with Starry Night that Matt named his fucking child after, with Vincent Van Gogh. Van Gogh chopped his own goddamn ear off.
He died fucking insane and homeless and poor.
Yeah, exactly. In Starry Night, he drew that, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, while he was in the insane asylum, looking at the sky.
You should cite your source. Episode 6.
What's up, Connor?
I was gonna say, the way Ben said that, it sounded like he didn't name Vincent after, the guy's name. He named Vincent the Starry Night. Like, he'd be like, the Starry Night, get in here!
Come over here, Starry
Did you
Night.
piss yourself?
Go get your sister, girl with the pearl earring.
And go get your cousin, Goldfinch. Right
Goldfinch.
fucking now. It's a movie about a bird picture.
Really?
It's a book about a bird picture. Sorry. It's a book.
And yes, actually, he did. It's exactly the way I said it. In the aftermath of the 23rd of December in 1888, in an asylum, that's when he made Starry Night. So there we go. Cited my source.
Nice. Unlike Jace, who did not cite a source when he said put in the topics that we should cite our sources. We talked about
Wasn't he on that episode?
I'm gonna message him real quick and tell him fuck you for not citing your source.
I already have, and then
All of us did. You're
Matt,
late to the party, bud.
I'm gonna have to delete what you posted there, bud.
Actually, hold
It's
on.
not like what the dude's face is.
No, I'm gonna have to delete the thing in the topic.
Oh, yeah, go for it.
Because that's the wrong thing.
All right, so yeah, that's what the fucking dude putting the clay on his face, being a living sculpture. Then there's the Japanese dude doing all that weird shit. This one you guys might actually know. Her name's Mariana Abramovich.
Yeah.
She did this performance called Rhythm Zero, where she was in this like art establishment, and she was completely butt naked, and then she had a table full of like there was everything from like torture weapons to pleasure items. There was like guns, saws, chains, feathers, vibrators, a flashlight, fucking hammers, pinches, clamps, all that shit.
All of those sound like pleasure items.
Right? But all she did, she just stood there for hours, butt naked, just to see how people would react.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
So there was people that, you know, they'd point the gun at her fucking head. They would cut her a bit. They would, you know, masturbate her. They would do all this shit with all the items there. And this went on for hours.
What do you
Until
mean
she-
I would know this?
It's
It's
super
been
famous. It's
everywhere.
pretty famous, actually.
Yeah,
I've
it's been
never
everywhere.
heard about it.
Hey, he's not on social media though.
But anyway, so she stood there for hours just letting people do whatever, even though she would cry, she'd come, she'd you know, she just was seeing how humans reacted. You know, so everyone was just doing shit to her, whether it was mean, pleasurable, or nice. And then after a couple hours, she decided to start walking around and just like talking to people, and then all the people that did all the bad shit to her, all the painful stuff. Oh shit, like you're an actual person. Like, I mean, I know you were a person, but back then you weren't a person to me in my fucking head. So like everyone was like super weird, like, oh man, I fucking cut that chick's fucking arm. Like,
Bro,
she's a person.
I dipped my balls in her vagina.
I put my balls deep in her vagina.
Here's a thing. It's an artist, but I'm gonna mention it and tell me if you think it would sit in the category of weird artist. Salvador Dali.
Okay.
I mean, yes, I'm talking more performance art, not actual art.
like,
Because actual art is like there's something substantial from it that you can get a print of it. Salvador Dali, yes, absolutely.
as a matter of fact, there's actually a group of people that we would all know that would probably go into performative art with regards to this. No, Ramstein.
Yeah, in a way, yeah, they do fucking crazy shit, man.
Sure.
Because
I mean,
Till Lindemann is their own pyrotechnics. You know, he's a pyrotechnics specialist. He actually took a class in that in order to avoid social anxiety. And so he came out with the fucking crossbow shit. He came out with the fucking longbow fireworks shit. He came out with the cooking pot and the explosions with the person that ran out and shit. And I imagine he might have had a hand in the cum cannon.
I was about to mention that. Kyle said he fired the cum cannon at San Antonio.
Of course,
Yeah.
they bring it everywhere. And building off of your Ramstein one, I would say fucking Guar.
Yes.
Because Guar is not like, if you, dude, watch the This Is Guar documentary, whether you like them or not. Devin cried. She doesn't even like Guar.
Is it on sub today?
Yes, why wouldn't it be? But it's on a Shutter. But yeah, it is on
It's-
Soap today.
It's
All
for
right.
anime. It's all in sub. You just see
Dude.
But no,
it
man,
was-
they have to have like a whole van just for their fucking gallons and buckets of blood they shoot and all the cum they shoot on everybody and like all the costumes. Like, it's insane, man. That's experiencing Guar. You can like their music but not go see them. If I want to see them, I want to be covered. I want to have to change clothes on the ride home so I don't fuck up your car, you know?
No, I'll clean it off you.
Actually, I did watch the Alice in Wonderland 70s musical porn that Seth gave me. And
how was it?
it's fine. It's fucking tame as fuck. It's from the 70s.
Oh.
But she does get all wet and stuff, and then these people are like, "Oh, don't worry, we'll dry you." Lick, 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 lick. She goes JoJo liquor. She meets the Mad Hatter. She meets the Mad Hatter, and he's like, "Oh, well, I will share with you," and pulls his fucking dick out. She's like, "Oh, well, it's yours. I don't want to like mess with it. Like, I will share," and like starts blowing him. And then when he comes, like, "I'm sorry, did I break it?" Like, "No, it's absolutely fine."
Oh my
That kinda
god.
It was
I
insane.
watched
I mean, I didn't watch it to mass. It's like it's tame as fuck. I don't want to jerk off to Bush. I'm sorry.
It's just the idea, because it's literally like the Scarecrow like N-word pass thing. It's not just the idea of it itself, it's your voice that makes it special for me. Because I'm not picturing just this dude saying, "Oh, I'll share with you." I'm picturing, "Oh, I'll share it with you."
It's all
I didn't
about
say it was Irish.
Oh no, it's quite alright,
Oh,
man.
it's quite dude. Irish porn's gonna be like, oh, fuck me harder. Oh, what are you doing? Just lift your kilt up and shove it in my asshole.
Connor. It's all about presentation.
Yes, but vocal humor kills me.
Dude, sudden humor does. Like, I don't know why.
humor,
it's just sudden
slapstick.
things. Yeah, things that just suddenly happen.
Slapstick
shit-
will always be funny.
Yes.
I laughed
Looney
at a fucking
Tunes.
dude on a job site just getting hit by a fucking goddamn front-end loader once. Just like,
I mean,
Dude, how do you think I felt when I fucking busted my ass in the middle of a cross section, a 4-lane cross section? I busted my knee, I busted my thumb, I broke my fucking phone, and everyone's just looking at. Of course they're laughed. I would laugh too, but I was miserable.
I mean,
Funny,
go ahead, Ben.
funny moment actually.
really? With you?
Yes, with me. Shocker, right? This is January of 2011.
That's a
I'm a-
Spider-Man villain.
I'm in fucking Turkey, right? The guys and I just got done with unloading an aircraft, and we're walking our way back to fucking back to the shop and shit because the other guys are busy with some shit.
Back to the Shire.
It's my supervisor on one side, I'm in the middle, and Jones is on my right.
It's about to get steamy, isn't it?
No.
He did say he was inside of a turkey, so.
Yeah, that shit gobbled it up.
I
But
was
anyways,
gonna say just gobble at his dick.
but anyways, so we're just fucking walking and walking and walking. I'm not looking where I'm going. I step right into a fucking hole that is so deep it sinks all the way down to my fucking hip, and I somehow don't break my leg.
So, funny what I got too. I was working way downtown, and it was muddy as fuck because it's been raining for like 6-7 fucking days in a row. And we're walking down this like 45-degree decline, and at the very bottom there's just a pit of mud. I was like, it's all right, I'll walk through it. And I'm like pulling my tools too, and I sunk all the way down to like my fucking hip, and my tools were like way up here, and I just look at everyone like, you say nothing.
Slapstick will just always be funny, like even for tame moments. Like, remember the famous one where Bugs Bunny's on the opposite end of a cliff with rope and that monkey's after him? He's like, take
Yeah, he
one
pull-
step on that.
Yeah, he pulls the thing.
Yeah, he just pulls the whole cliff, just hilarious.
That's why I like slapstick comedy, because it's just fucking Looney Tunes.
Looney
Everyone
Tunes
fucking
mastered it, and Mel Blanc is still a god tier voice actor.
All right, well, I got one more weird performance artist that I kind of know about. I might fuck his name up, but it's Petr Pavlensky.
I don't know.
There's a couple things I know he did. One, he nailed his scrotum to Red Square in 2013 in November.
It took off his head.
Oh, Peter Pavlensky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why he did. That's just one of his.
And
That's
then
one thing
he
I
hit
know.
it with a hammer.
No, you pull the sack out so you don't hit your balls. You put the nail in, and
I just did it to Connor to fuck with him. Look at his face.
So he is the origin.
you should have used a ram set. That would have been a lot easier.
A 22 shot.
Yeah, that's one of the things he did. Another one was he sewed his mouth shut, like just by himself. So he, I don't know, whatever.
I
was
have
in
a
2012.
mouth, therefore I must scream.
This motherfucker.
Urethra shot.
This motherfucker was Coraline before Coraline was a thing.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of knew about the scrotum nailing, but the one that I kind of definitely knew about was he wrapped himself up in barbed wire, butt naked, and just rolled around like in the fucking street. That was in
What is
2013.
that art for? Where's the art?
That's art.
No.
Maybe it means entrapment by society. Maybe it means
Art is
everything you
subjective.
do is gonna hurt. That's the whole point with
Okay, you know what?
especially
Fine. I'm gonna put my feet on the camera. Is that art?
No,
if you
that's just
spit on it, no.
no, that's just feet pics. You need to reserve that for OnlyFans. You fucking.
Too bad the
asshole.
grippers are out. Get your pictures.
Now we gotta put this on Patreon under a paywall.
Yeah, that's some super weird, like extreme performance art. That it's like, I mean, I like painting and all, but I'm not gonna staple my fucking nuts and wrap up in barbed wire naked.
Well, actually, Connor, we said it'd be better if you use a ram tool.
What's
Dude, a
wrong,
good
Connor?
ram set, man. You just put that 22 in there.
Well, I guess it would
What's
be
even
help.
worse is you gotta press all your weight on some of them.
You
What's
know,
wrong, Connor?
you
What's
know,
wrong, Connor?
and again, it probably would help if he had more than one testicle or more than.
Oh, I was about to say that.
You know what I mean? So,
I have the power to disable your video, man.
in my
I can't bring up video.
never-ending quest of weird questions to ask for all of us on the podcast, I randomly thought about today because I was remembering Mortal Kombat and then remembered the character Shiva. Because tall women with 4 arms.
Yeah.
Anyway, so then I thought of if you could have 2 extra appendages of a one you could choose, what would it be? And please don't pick the obvious one.
2 dicks, baby. What's up?
Yeah, dude, yeah, let's go.
Yes.
I
No,
feel like that'd be too troublesome.
Oh,
Yeah,
but like
come on,
3
It would be
arms.
3 troubles.
If you had 3 arms, good luck finding a shirt. If you have 3 legs, good luck finding pants. At least with 2 dicks, you can like
I meant-
satisfy 2 chicks or
I
one
meant-
girl's butthole and
What I
vagina.
meant is more of like 2 extra appendages per se.
All right, Connor. I got
So
a
it'll be
question
like
for
2
you.
extra arms.
Connor.
So
do the
4,
extra-
so 3 dicks.
Do the extra appendages have to be something you already have?
What are you gonna say?
Ben wants 2 vaginas.
Yeah, he wants
No.
4 boobs.
I was actually thinking of 2 wings.
3 tits? That's awesome.
Not 2 wings.
Ben being the most goddamn fucking cringeworthy dude imaginable. I will be
If-
the angel of death.
If he had wings, they would be like the little chicken ones from superhero movie that are like.
No,
Dude,
Ben,
no,
you get 1 wing and it's black, and that's it.
Okay, so now
So
I
he's
get
like
to be edgy
Costa
as
from
fuck.
Black Clover.
So now I get to whip out my fucking K-bar and you don't have to bitch about it.
Dude,
We still will.
Hey, wait.
every
Sit out
time
like
you
his
whip
dick
it
out.
out, every time you whip your knife out, your dick gets smaller, bro. That's the equivalent of you revving your big truck
Well, it's
at like
good thing I don't have
like a
truck.
Wendy's at 2 in the morning.
It's a
I'm
good
gonna
thing I
be-
don't have a truck.
I'm gonna be boring and say 2 extra arms, simply because the amount of handiness to it, no pun intended.
No,
No.
intend your puns.
Fair
Intend
enough.
your plans.
And besides, I mean, it just seems like it'd be fun, especially if Dalton one day just like we're talking, he just goes hello there, and I just go General Kenobi.
For me, as an artist and a musician, yeah, 4 arms would be fucking baller.
4 legs would be terrifying.
It just seems like it'd be harder to walk around.
I know, but
Dude.
could
You
you
be a
imagine?
centaur.
Yeah, but I just picture though more the way like your legs are kind of like spider, or, like the shape of spider legs. Could
I
you
can
imagine on
only
Halloween?
imagine.
You just
Dude.
charge up with your skittering legs, trick or treat.
Matt,
Yeah, just take all my candy and my wallet. I don't need it.
Matt, imagine 2 more testicles. The load that you would fucking unload.
Krogan.
Why?
Krogan.
You got a quad, doctor.
Like, dude,
man.
as much as I love to come, semen is like the grossest fucking thing in the world. I don't want more to clean up. I don't want more to step in later.
Ever since the day, like I think I participated in No Nut November one time, like a couple years back, and I remember it's like, okay, let me get one out.
On your own face.
Yes, I
Oh.
It happens.
It was so foul. I showered for like 20 minutes. Like, what if I die?
You are it, huh?
I took like 2 weeks off one time, and then like it was like that movie, The Stuff.
Oh, that that 80s B movie or whatever.
That is a great movie. That still holds
That is
up.
a goofy fucking movie, dude.
All right, the moment when your nerdiness starts to show, I was thinking y'all were talking about the Right Stuff, which was also an 80s movie, but it was
No.
about fucking aircraft and space
Yeah.
travel.
Yeah, because all we talk about is aircraft stuff, Ben.
Yes, please tell us more about the Cessna.
Fuck you, okay? I'm sorry I know what a Cessna is, you dipshit.
I knew what it was too. I didn't need your goddamn
Now-
fucking.
Here,
I'm just like, ooh, airplane. You know?
now I
That's all
said
you had to say.
Now I said appendages, but I'm going to quickly segue over to extra organs. Now, if you could have 2 extra organs, what would they be?
You get 2
I
livers, baby. Nope, so I can
Maybe.
drink more. That's what's up.
2 livers.
Connor, they would be extraordinary.
God damn it. That was a good one, but I fucking hate you.
Oh, what the fuck?
Anyway, so my turn. Oh, hurry, disconnect me before the punchline. Okay.
No, I think I would have 2 extra lungs. Actually.
I was about to say that to Dalton, but
Why,
I
so
figured he would have
Dalton
cut
can
me off the
have
moment I
not
said
two?
it, but okay. To
If
be
I had
fair,
2
Dalton.
extra lungs, they would probably work like less. So I'd probably have worse lungs.
It would be like that Invader Zim episode when he kept taking all the organs.
I hate it. That episode fucked with me as a kid, bro. Like seeing Zip
Yeah, that one was
Just
messed
literally-
up.
swallowing, gorging on organs, and sitting there like, and just an intestine falls out. I'm
I
like,
have other human organs.
I hated that. I mean, 2 livers, definitely, especially because you could process more alcohol, sure, but I'm gonna say, I would say heart, but I feel like that could, no, maybe. I don't know. I'm reaching to the idea of, and Ben might know what I'm talking about with Warhammer 40k, because if you didn't know the kind of the titular Space Marine characters, they literally have multiple organs just to keep up with their suits and the enhancements. Like they have like 3 lungs, 3 hearts, shit like that.
Yeah,
To be
because
fair, having 2 stomachs would be fun.
having 4 stomachs would be fun, but then we would be a cow, so no thanks.
And again, if we're talking about Terrare, that one
Cow, man.
if we're talking about Terrare, that fucking freak of nature, he probably had like 7.
That's a made up word.
Terrare? No, it's a real
Yes.
person.
No,
You said
it's not. Nope.
You said
Nope.
SN95 and S197 were made up designations, so fuck you.
They are.
No, they're not.
Okay, real
All
quick.
things are made up, dumbass.
We've talked about it before, but to sum it up real quick, Terrare was a French person who, while growing up, had an insatiable appetite and would eat almost
yeah.
anything. Like, he'd even eaten a cat. He literally crunched the head of an eel, swallowed all of it, including bones, and reportedly, was never confirmed, ate an entire fucking baby. Which,
Baby
again,
taco baby taco.
actually, wait, from what I'm remembering, I think it was confirmed the baby wasn't eaten. It just went missing. But, at the time, everyone
Blame the
thought-
dude that eats everything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, literally, the salmonella thing, it was literally a picture like, Terrare, look at me.
I eat babies.
Did you eat a fucking baby? And Terrare's face just like,
Sí,
It is absurd. Why would
señor.
I eat the baby? The baby
He was-
came onto me.
he was French, guys.
That's why I try to be French.
Baguette, croissant.
Baguette, croissant. I am French. Baguette, croissant.
I am like 3/4 French. Yes, that's true.
Dalton,
Yeah,
randomly
it's just a
someone-
scorpion.
I take it back. Ben's no longer a fighter.
He's a fighter flighter.
Hunden bitte. I'm also part German. Fuck you.
Part. Yeah, you
I
know
can
why
see
you're
going.
part German?
Enlighten me.
I know how I'm part German.
What?
Yeah, he's part
Uh,
German. He's Hessian.
Yeah, it turns out on my dad's side of the family, we are related way back to a Hessian that tried to help the British during the Revolutionary War.
Oh,
And,
fuck yeah.
and if my mother's side is correct from what she said, we're actually have relations to the French architect who helped rebuild the fucking White House after we burned it down.
The fucking White House. Not just the White House, but
So you're the
fucking
personification of sorry.
White House. Sorry, eh?
Sorry, eh? We'll make you a better
Sorry.
house, eh? We'll make you a better
Thanks a
house,
lot.
eh? It'll be whiter than the other one, eh?
Then again, go ahead.
My mom's great uncle was one of the co-conspirators to assassinate Lincoln.
Damn.
I'm also descendant of William Wallace and Marion Morrison.
See,
The
William
guy who-
Wallace, I'm more impressed with.
Well, the other
You
guy
wanna-
is Francis Marion. It's the guy who Mel Gibson based his Benjamin fucking dude off of.
Cumberbatch.
No, the
Cumbersome
Patriot.
Cumberbatch.
The Patriot.
Cumbersome.
The fucking Swamp Fox from the Patriot.
Yo, the Patriot fucking slapped, bro.
Dude, the
Dude, it
Patriots
does.
are good
But if I had a
movie,
nickel for every time Mel Gibson portrayed one of my ancestors on screen, I have 2 nickels. It's just kind of weird it happened twice.
The
I'm
funny
sure
thing
he-
is, it turns out Jason Isaac's character, the douchebag commander,
It's not real.
no, he was.
It's just not that terrible.
No, he wasn't. I mean, he was a little douchey from what it said, but he wasn't entirely douchey. And he never died in battle. He actually lived comfortably back in England for the rest of his days, and I think he
To be
became
fair-
a member of their government.
To be fair, his character was Benjamin Martin, but he was based on like 4 different figures from the war.
Yeah, and he was also playing as Jason. He was also played by Jason Isaacs, who 9 times out of 10 has to be a villain.
Well, I was also talking about Mel Gibson himself. He was playing Benjamin Martin.
Yeah.
But that wasn't any of the characters' names. It was just a made-up name for the movie.
Well,
Yeah.
that's just because he's trying to always self-diagnose, and that's gangster
It's about
tired.
to do that. Fuck
I
you.
was about to do that. Son of a bitch. Matt's on top of shit. God damn.
You know what?
Somebody's
Fuck,
got to be.
fuck you. I have 3 testicle syndrome.
You gotta try.
What?
Theo,
He-
tell
he
you, hold on.
wants
I have 3
3
testicle
balls.
syndrome.
Don't you fucking dare. God damn.
Bear with-
Ben just like, I have to cut this.
Oh, he does better. It'll upset him.
Oh, fuck you. God damn it.
Connor doesn't even have the balls.
I'll fucking
Yeah,
whip
said
my
he
own,
has 3.
I'll whip my own dick out, you bitch.
That's me. Say it again.
You don't have the
Fucking
balls.
dare you.
You wanna gaze upon my schlong? Oh, son of a bitch!
Oh my god!
Damn!
I'm not even-
Wow.
Cut it out, Ben. Come on, Mr. Editor Man. Do it.
And don't cut it out. Put it on public for everybody to see.
You know
while
what?
I
I'm gonna
brush my
save
teeth
it.
now.
I'm
If
gonna-
anything,
No,
if
no, no,
anything.
no. Hold on. I'm gonna make a Memento Morons TikTok, and I'm gonna put that as the first fucking video.
We're
That's
gonna
good with everybody.
Make that the
Shit.
thumbnail. Make it the thumbnail for this episode.
Yes.
Put some shitty mumble rap over the TikTok. Some guy just
Dude, it's that's
that's
like
to do shit. Connor, you don't have the balls to be a voice actor, you fuck.
that's super death grips of you, bro. It's very death grips.
Oh god,
I'm
what
just
have I
more
done?
surprised he did it.
I am surprised he did it. That's impressive.
Anyway, self-diagnosis. Continue.
Connor self-diagnosed himself with voyeurism.
Trying to fix my camera because it's being goofy right now.
You're the one who showed your dick on camera, dude.
The camera became undone when I showed my balls. It's like,
Well,
oh god.
Coming undone.
God damn it.
Anyway, so I have kind of, I get in my head a lot when I'm driving. Anyway, I've just got sick of people being like, "Oh yeah, I have OCD, so I gotta have it this way, like a certain way, like it's straight or perfect." And I don't think people who say that know what people with OCD live with.
What
Like-
is it? Sorry, what is it Mandy Patinkin said in The Princess Bride or whatever? If you keep using that word, I don't think it means what you think it means.
Yeah, but it's like, so it's like, oh yeah, I have to have the shelf like this because it's triggering my OCD. Like, do you know what people with OCD go through every day?
I mean,
Like,
there's different levels of it, though. If they actually
there
go
is.
to get diagnosed, like, everyone's self-diagnosed until you have a doctor tell you.
Because, I mean, even then, when you look through it, like, the stuff that people with OCD have, because you have to go through and you have to check locks, like, 3 times a day, or you have to have one certain little thing perfect,
I
or
do
something
that.
like that.
That's
I
how
do
it
that
is
with my-
sometimes.
I do that with my car. I'll lock my cars way more times than I have to.
But
like
that
I'll
makes
just
sense. because of what happened to you.
What about locking myself out of my truck?
Yeah, when you got mugged, it happens from trauma. It normally does.
Yes,
But
definitely. I do
but
it
it's not
more
only
because
just that.
I do it more because I locked myself out of my car before, and I hate that feeling because anxiety kicks in, stress, and I get scared. I'm just like, the door.
But like there are a lot of different types, like Matt said, yes, but there are also a lot of people that see things that they don't like aesthetically, that's not aesthetically pleasing to them, so they immediately feel like they have OCD because of it. But it's like, no, you don't, because I mean, at work, I have to have things perfect in a way, but that's just because that's just my work. That's just who I am at work. At home, I don't give a fuck. Like at home, it's a completely different thing, but that's just because my professionalism as a job and everything, I have to have things straight. And my dad's the same way. But some people have some of these terrible things that they have to do. Like my mom, as I was reading up the stuff for OCD earlier, I realized my mom's got OCD. She 100% does obsessive compulsive disorder. She checks the locks in her house 4 times, like before she goes to bed. We always just kind of thought, that's just what she did. We didn't realize.
I check it at least once.
That's a clear. I mean, yeah, checking it once, but having to obsessively do it compulsively.
She hoards things constantly. There's a whole lot that she hoards things often. She has to constantly get reassurance from what she just, like, if she doesn't think that you heard her, which is pretty much every time, she immediately, like, did you hear me? Like, she has to get that reassurance that she did. And the more I looked at it, I was like, holy shit. So I called my dad, and he was telling me more about my mom's personality that I don't see, that he does. And him and I were both realizing, like, my mom's got very severe OCD from the traumas that she had as a child.
Yep.
And it's like, there are a lot of people who just claim that they have something, and they first off never get checked, which is first off terrible. Especially girls who go around and say they have Tourette's, but they don't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
Tourette's is terrible to live with.
there are people faking stuff just for the attention.
It's kind of going back to Ben's topic, honestly.
Yeah, but even then, that's powerful. Even if you keep telling yourself you have OCD, now you have it because you've put it out into the universe and said it enough, where you've trained your brain and mentality to act like that.
Yes, Connor.
2 things. I think I forgot one though, because.
So one thing.
The first one I was remembering was, it kind of reminds me on how TikTok for a while had a trend, which was called the empath trend. Basically, it would be people who would talk about on how they believe they're an empath, and they can just automatically tell when a person's bad, even if they're hiding it because of their vibes or whatever. Which
some people are
bullshit.
That shit happens. That works.
Well, I mean, there's stuff like gut feelings and stuff. Like, you ever just have a feeling someone's not right, or you just have a feeling something's wrong? Gut feeling
My mom and
exists.
I do that shit all the time.
But I mean, maybe not everyone that says they're an empath is one. It's kind of like with an indigo child. Well, I'm special and like blah blah blah. But there are people that are just better at picking up vibes from somebody. It's like, man, on I think it was Hostel 2 when he was the 2 people that were like bought that chick, and he's like, why do you want to do this? He's like, man, it's something that not a lot of people do, man. When I'm walking down the street and people just look at me like something different about them, like they ain't gonna know that I just paid to like murder this fucking chick, but I know that puts me in a fucking level above them. But there's people that like, yeah, you could call it a gut feeling, but empath is kind of just picking up on someone's aura, which is still very happens. I mean, there's, like I said, there's false prophets and everything, but I'm not gonna discredit the ones that are. I mean, if you're being preachy about it and like that's all you have, like, oh, I'm an empath, oh, I'm an empath, actually I'm an empath. No, you're eating gluten, but that's bad because I'm an empath.
No, like, you can ask Ben. I will match people's vibes.
Yeah.
Like, at home, I'm usually pretty calm. I'm usually pretty, I don't. When I'm by myself, I don't ever really talk. Like, I just kind of chill. But the moment I'm around people, like, I start to match everybody else's vibes. Like, if I'm around people who don't generally talk, I don't generally talk as much. But as Ben is chaotic as shit, when I'm around Ben a lot, I get super fucking chaotic. And I mean,
awesome.
outrageous.
Ben is kind of an. Actually, I get nervous when I'm around Ben.
I'm more empathic. Ben's just a fucking chaos. I'm just saying, like, I will match play. Like, Connor, when we hang out, it's you and me just chilling and playing video games and shit, because that's what you do. Like, when I'm around Matt, I say some fucked up shit, and I'm doing fuckt up shit. Like, same thing with Ben, because that's just what they do.
Remember that time we killed that girl?
Yeah, right? It was fun. But I vibe with everybody else around me and just kind of go with the general vibe of what's going on.
We influence each other in our own ways.
This is true.
Not entirely, but to a sense.
But I mean,
because with Dalton, I get a better confidence boost when I'm with Dalton. With Ben, I get nervous. I get confident, but I also get nervous because of some of the shit Ben does. Matt?
What? How?
Matt, this is gonna sound weird, but I just get happy around Matt.
It's because he blew you.
Because he 9 times out of 10 always has something funny to say, and it always puts a smile on my fucking face.
I have to.
I
know all too often what it means to be sad and fucking depressed. So if I can make someone laugh for a minute,
I try to do that too.
Why do I make you confident but nervous? I'm curious about that.
Bro, seriously, have you not seen the way you drive?
Because 1, you've got my back, but 2, you are chaos.
He is chaos incarnate, dude. He really is.
Like, all we need is society to fuck you over one more time, get the face paint, you're golden.
Dude, the dude's just gonna be like, remember, no English. And start shooting people, like.
I mean, I was meaning more he'd become the Joker.
No, he would definitely be that guy who made the killdozer.
Yes.
Ben's the killdozer guy.
Smart. He's not Joker smart. All right, like. I mean, Ben is intelligent. I'm not gonna deny that. He's not very wise though, but he's very intelligent, and he's not very Joker-esque.
I'm not very wise when it comes.
20 intelligence, 5 wisdom.
Yeah, right. Ben would forget the gun back at the fucking house to go kill somebody.
Fuck you! God
Shut
damn!
up, you know right. You know you fucking would.
I have a knife. I always have my knife.
No, and then like he's sitting there like my K-bar's also on my desk. Like,
if you forgot that, I'd be mad at you.
I wouldn't be fucking mad because I wouldn't be surprised. I'd be like, you know what? I understand. The dude fucking lost his wallet in the top of my dresser somehow. I don't even know how. And then he fucking drives and goes back to base. And I'm like, hey man, I found your wallet.
Oh! Wait!
That was like
situation. It was 13 years ago.
Okay, this is an intervention for Ben. What the fuck?
First of all,
are you surprised?
A little.
Why? How is that surprising? Ben forgets shit all the time.
In your dresser?
Like,
was he sitting there like, oh, Dalton's got nice underwear. Oh, I dropped my wallet. I'll get it later.
Probably, man. He's like, man, I like Dalton's underwear. Let me steal some of this shit. And then I'm like, where's my underwear at? He's the underpants gnome.
Gotta go to work. Step 1, get Dalton's underpants. Step 2, step 3, rock it.
Step 3, move wallet. Ben over here taking miners' underpants.
No, I just realized Ben said step 3 profit. For him, it should be step 3 no profit because you lost your wallet.
You know, Ben was 21 looking through my 17-year-old underpants.
Oh, fuck you.
We got him, boys! We got him!
Honestly, I have no idea how the Actually, wait a second. Dalton, did you graduate in 2009 or 2010?
10. 13 years ago.
God damn it, you graduated a year early. Fuck you. Fucking god damn it. I was gonna say, no, you were 18 at the time. No.
I was 17, bud.
He's trying to cover his ass. Unlike how Dalton didn't cover his ass.
I can't.
I forgot you were too young to be in your grade, but you're like, fuck it. But anyways, no.
I was supposed to be younger, but no child left behind.
God damn it.
Thanks, George Bush.
Yeah. George Bush.
George Bush doesn't care about children.
Screw George W. Can't be true. Talk about George W. Smith. He ran in 94. Probably didn't hear about it. Go home, Dave Chappelle. That ain't your wife. Put that on a shirt and my bedoodoo.
There wasn't an election in 94.
It wasn't like that kind of running. That's the whole point.
Was it for governor?
Watch fucking Chappelle Show. Y'all ever hear that new Tupac song and he dead?
I have watched Chappelle's show, but I also have a terrible memory.
It's the whole point.
Yeah.
Like, screw George W. Can't be
He's
true.
Dalton's a fucking like 90-year-old in a 30-year-old's body.
Talk
I'm a
about George W.
127-year-old. That's what my doctor told me. when
Don't
he
base
found
it
out
off your
I had
fucking lung function, you dipshit.
But that's what my doctor said.
Yeah, your doctor's a fucking cocksucker.
You
Fuck
fucking
that.
doctor's a
Dalton sounded so offended, but that's what my doctor said.
Yeah, your fucking doctor's a cocksucker. So fuck off with him. Fuck
But
off.
he saved my lungs, though.
You can still fuck off.
True. I mean, I miss the old PCP I had. I mean, I won't say the whole name,
ECP.
but primary care
Primary
provider.
care physician.
Provider,
Drugs.
physician, simply.
Drugs.
I mean,
Matt
yes
couldn't
and
remember
no.
what the original drug was.
Yes and no,
Drugs.
but I love that man, and I hate that he's no longer a PCP for me because he is a cool dude. He also had a better handlebar mustache than anyone I knew.
He's no longer your
Like
drugs.
that man perfectly
That's-
coiffed it the right
Coiffed it?
way.
He
Twirled
queefed. He
Is
queefed
coiffed
it.
the right word?
He
Coiffed
queefed
is
it.
a coiffed
Is
is
it
a
right?
good
Is it
coiffed. I'll look it
He-
up.
No, he queefed it.
Can you
Then-
cite your source?
I'm doing that right now.
Episode 6. I had to learn which one episode it was so I could keep citing it. so
Yeah,
people
dude,
go
we
back
did
and
it
listen.
69 episodes ago.
Nice.
Okay, I said it. Well, apparently it says it's more pronounced like qua. I don't know. It's coif. There are two things for it.
Probably French.
There's two. The first is a noun, a woman's close-fitting cap, now only worn under a veil by nuns. The second one, verb, style or arrange someone's hair, typically in an elaborate way.
I'll tell you what.
So it technically counts.
I
I'll
could
tell you-
actually like straight up beard my hair now.
I'll tell you what, Connor.
Hair-
I'm gonna hit up my
Braid my
cousin.
hair.
I'm gonna hit up my cousin who has
My
dual
name is-
citizenship. He has citizenship in America and France and is a French to English translator for business type shit. He's a fucking linguist and just
So
lives
your
right
cousin's
outside of
more
Paris.
successful than you?
Jesus!
Yes, he is. So fuck you.
Jesus!
What's that
Don't
like?
stand down!
What's that like?
You're relieved of duty, goddamn!
I make more money than all of my cousins.
He said duty.
Fucking God damn it. All right. I drank almost all of this bottle of fucking margarita mix.
Yeah,
want
it's
some
almost
mead?
9 o'clock too.
It really has to be something savage when I'll stop making fun of Ben to defend him. It really has to be.
Here's the thing, Connor, is everybody's open game.
Yeah,
Yeah, bitch.
I'm right here.
yeah, bitch.
Are you?
Yeah. What
Are
you
you
gonna
right
say?
here? Because you always get mad. You're always like,
Uh,
why are you being mean to me?
I might just
No!
make it.
Oh, I don't say it like that. I say,
Why would you do that to me?
This is the Connor over here being the big man on campus.
All right. So we ready to wrap this bitch up? Any final
Yes, wrap it
words?
up. I need to pee and I want to play a game because I got an appointment tomorrow morning.
All right. Well, if you got any questions, comments, concerns, bitches, gripes, complaints, then hit us with momentumblondes@gmail.com. And also, if you want to get some fucking merch from us, because we got some fucking templates for every fucking thing. On the offhand chance that you want to get some, or that you want to support this podcast directly, not with merch, but with Monero, then, well, one, thank you very much. Second, what the fuck is wrong with you? I fucking switched that, whatever the fuck. You're going to be looking at the About section on any platform that you're listening to us from or watching us from. And it's going to be printed as thus: https://podcasters.spotify.com/pod/show/memento-1/support. And it will be a one-stop shop to supporting a podcast that you apparently kind of likes for some reasons. What's going on? Whatever. If you want some analog art pieces and a piece of resistance from a Spickable Trades and Master of Juan, then hit up my boy over here, Matthew D. Buendia over here. He is fan-fucking-tastic with all his bullshit. Honestly, if I had more money, I would actually decorate this barren fucking wasteland of a wall with everything that he puts his fucking paintbrush to. No joke. I'm just broke.
Maybe he can paint Connor's dick bigger.
Speaking of
I
making
can't.
speaking of making Connor's dick bigger, if you want a better voice actor than most, then I shall lead you to the one, the only Connor Edward Gary Impey. He's got 4 names. He's got 4 times the fucking qualifications as you think a normal fucking voice actor would. You just gotta fucking discover that shit. Fucking pay this bitch with a fucking commission, and he will show you the bullshit that you will make money from.
Also
I
about 4
showed my
inches.
balls today on the podcast.
Also about 4 inches.
We are also on Twitter at Memento Morons. We are on Facebook at Memento Morons. We are on fucking Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, fucking Amazon. We are on Audible. Audible! We didn't even make a fucking novel, but whatever the fuck. We're on fucking Audible as Memento Morons. Hit us up. And apparently we'll make you giggle.
Send us emails of
Yes!
whatever.
Definitely send
Except
us
for
emails.
spam shit. Except for spam shit. That's
Yes.
Send
If
us
you got-
pictures of your balls so Ben has to see dick.
If you got some nice titties, then send us a JPEG. It'll
No,
What?
Balls.
you're gonna keep my balls and like them.
God damn it. I
You're
don't
gonna make it
want
his
to.
background on his PC.
No, I'm not about to. I don't want to. Fuck y'all.
That'd be a
But-
pretty ballsy background, Ben. Let's be real.
Yeah, you don't have the balls to do it, man.
That's my joke, you bastard. God damn it.
Okay, Maddie, you
Yeah,
gotta go
you
pee
own-
pee.
You own
Alright,
that
well,
joke.
without further ado, I shall bid thee adieu.
What are we summing up in
Adieu.
Who cares?
Bye.
Yeah, go pee pee. Bye.
I'm peeing
I
right
don't-
now. Ugh. Ugh.